Greetings, theists and non-theists. I am the Atheist Paladin. I want to talk about the differences between superstition and religion. Or more precisely to the point, how there isn't a difference. Except in the fact that religion tends to systematize the thoughts or beliefs about the superstition a little more. Really, that's all that's different. You can say that breaking a mirror gives you bad luck for 7 years, but without establishing what luck is and how do you know this, it's just a belief in about something. But when you believe something like you need Jesus for the forgiveness of sin, that actually rests on an entire system of interconnecting beliefs and superstitions. So, now, why is it a superstition? Why do I say this? Now, if someone told you that they believe in a god of harvest, and if you don't sacrifice to this god of harvest, you'll get droughts. Now, in a way, it does seem to make sense that a god of the harvest would control something like that. But in the end, it's really just boiling down to superstition. Unless you can demonstrate it that it's real, and you're not believing something bad will happen or good will happen. You'd be good if you did a rain dance or something, so that you'll get rain for your crops. But it doesn't really make sense. If a god, say, like Yahweh, he's all-powerful, an all-powerful God, and yet he is the God of life, and therefore death should be the natural, logical consequence. But no, that's not the case. It's a consequence because that's what the God decided would be a consequence. If you're going to say he's all-powerful, that this God possesses, he can do all things, and he can make anything in the way that he wants to make it, then that's because, that's why sin causes death. Because that's the way he wants it to be. It's not because he's the God of life, it's because it's superstition. Right? So you can't sit there and say God is all powerful, but then somehow it makes sense that, God, who can do anything he wants, so far chooses that you die for disobedience. Even though what you did probably wouldn't kill you. Sex out of marriage, that's going to kill you somehow. But within marriage, okay, yeah. Only within marriage, sex won't kill you. Right. Or how about this? Having sex with the wrong person. Oh, he's not the same gender of you. Therefore, you're going to die. Or you wearing mixed fabrics at the temple. Oops! Did I commit a Yahweh fashion faux pas? Well, obviously, you need to die, because that's sin, and he can't stand sin. And yet, somehow people think that this is a good answer. Jesus had to die because really the answer is it should be Jesus had to die because God is a blood magic God. And he can't do his stuff, he can't do his magic without blood. You need to kill something for his powers to work. And so far, he just sent you the best regent in order to perform his spells, which was his own self, reincarnated, sacrificed to himself. So you can have an infinite regent of a spell, so that way you commit any faux pas, and then you're magically forgiven. If someone was going to die for me so that I would be forgiving of something, I wouldn't ask them to. And I don't accept that the best thing for justice, or the best thing, if somebody really truly commits wrong, that the best thing is for them to have somebody else who was perfect to take the penalty for them. That's not justice, and that's not mercy. You just be the receiving end on the rip and get crucified and tell me that's mercy. No, it's not. It's just redirected cruelty. And I wouldn't accept that. I don't accept people dying on my behalf. If I'm a good person, and I truly am a good person, then I would take responsibility for the things that I have done wrong. That seems to make more sense than a blood magic god having to forgive you. But that's just my thoughts. Alright, so thank you for listening to my little rant and little diatribe. And remember, rationality is the path to righteousness.